Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of, welcome to the new series, Vampire Slave, by YPress Games. So this is a new game that they're developing, obviously, and I guess we get to become a vampire's slave? I don't know, I didn't read too much about it before I started it, but it looks like it has the same artist as Maelstrom, which I constantly called Maelstorm back during the playthrough. Took me a while to learn that one. But I digress. We will begin this game. Alright. Do you believe in destiny? That even the powers of time can be altered for a single purpose? That's the luckiest man who walks on this earth is the one who finds true love. Bram Stoker. Dracula. Alright. Tabula Rasa University, modern day Manhattan. Tabula Rasa means blank slate or something, I think. In Greek? Latin? Something. Dear Thalos. The music is a little bit loud. Ooh, where's the menu? Settings. Let's turn it down a little. See, it sounds a little bit loud now, but then in editing, I'm going to be listening to it, and it's going to be impossible to hear. That's how it always turns out. I don't know if this game has voices. I'm not sure. But if it doesn't have voices, then it's easy to fix that in editing. But the problem is... Oh my god. The problem is if the music is really quiet and there are voices, then I can't turn this volume up too much, because if it turns up both of them too much, it's a whole thing. We've got a pickle here, my friend. A pretty sour one, too. Enough editing talk. The parents of Milo Bridges, a sophomore in the Classical Civilization program, ran into money problems. Milo came to me asking about our blood scholarships. I've already dealt with the student who blabbermouthed to him. Put it aside. That's not what's important here. Thali, trust me. After the usual due diligence, we granted Milo a scholarship. He was having his initial feeding with Professor Nigel, who immediately spit his blood all over my antique settee. I know you're going to ask, so yes, it's the winged back one with the tufted silk. The very couch you sired me on. I will get it clean somehow, don't worry about that. Focus. Who are you? Nigel tasted cancer. A lot of cancer. We got Milo tested and it's bad. One of these you've only got a few months to live situations. They can taste cancer? Why aren't they just why aren't all vampires doctors? I guess they were in Twilight. Well, one of them was. I got the board together and we had a meeting with Milo and his parents, I tell you. This guy already looked worse, and it's only been a week. All his headaches, nausea, and weakness made sense to him now. So I'll get to my point, which I'm pretty sure you've already guessed. We want him to become a familiar. Not just any familiar, but one of yours. With all the powers and sacrifices that entails. Milo wants it, his parents want it, the board wants it. Let's save this young man's life. So does everyone know about vampires in this world? Thali, I know you're in between familiars, and I damn sure know Milo would be perfect for you. He's not just handsome, he's beautiful, 20 years old, crystal blue eyes, gorgeous blonde hair, muscled but not too bulky, and a great personality. He's already excited at the prospect. Get your butt over here and claim him. I say it's a done deal, and you know you can trust me, Milo. I keep reading sentences wrong. You know you can trust me. Milo and his parents are convinced you'll be a great master. The paperwork's signed. Come to the university before Milo gets any sicker. Now your next question is, what about Jagarin? Who? Yes, they're still watching the campus. They even have student spies now. Pretty obvious little Fs. I'll tell you about one in particular when we have some time. Jagarin aren't conducting raids, aren't threatening us, aren't hassling us. Debbie saw me 2 years ago at the Albanian festival and said if we F up, they'll know it. And then we'll know that they know it. Her charming self as usual. There were at least 24 hunters with her at the time. The fact they didn't try to grab me then confirmed what we already know. Well-behaved vampires are low on their list of priorities. I'm hoping you'll fall in the same category these days. That's probably a pipe dream considering who you are, but either way, they take half an hour to mobilize. You can perform the ritual and be in and out before the first hunter arrives. Milo's worth the risk. Worth the risk, Thali. Don't let fear cost this poor guy his life. Come as quick as you can. I'm counting on you, so is Milo Blake. You're familiar to be. With love, Luca Harlequin, President, Tabula Rasa University. Beautiful. Sir? The University Doherty. Doherty. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Doherty? Doherty? Doherty. It's perfect. It looks like we just opened the doors yesterday. Yes, it's held up quite well for its age. If only I could say the same. Oh, is this an old man? Should I be... If only I could say the same. Luca's doing a wonderful job with the place. I knew she... Slow down. Don't we wish to get in and out as fast as we can? I'm not asking you to drive slowly. Just don't drive so fast that we draw attention to ourselves. Gotta hit that sweet spot of driving where no one will pay attention to you, I guess. And what are they, speeding 80 miles an hour down a 30-mile school zone? Like, why does he need to slow down? Like, how fast could he have been driving? He's an old man. Yes, sir. Very good. Here we are. They did know we were coming, yes? It's daytime, Doherty. She can't meet me outside. Of course. Right. One does forget being around a vampire like you, sir. Pull in front of here. No. We really showed up to the joint looking like a vampire. Girl, we're not even trying to hide it. The new library is huger than the one that stood in Alexandria. It smells of ozone and polypropylene carpets. Had to slow myself down for that word. So breathtaking, and yet it must be ordinary to all these students. This many Americans together should be noisier. What? You got something against Americans? American number one. They're whispering, hushed tones and reverence for all this knowledge. No, they're just following the rules. This new generation is particularly well behaved, except when it comes to their injustice. Their virtues and ideals are close to my own. Look at them, young, fresh-faced, milling around with stacks of vigor. I wish I could embed myself into this place like Luca. I'd learn all about what drives the newest generation. Okay, old man. Then again, as soon as you learn about one generation, there's already another ready to replace them. I'm wasting time. There you are. Luca? Wait, did I just got the names mixed up? It should have been there you are. Luca. My friend remained as constant as the university. She hides her eternal 16-year-old form beneath a pile of makeup, hair extensions, and clunky jewelry. Even after all these centuries, I still become giddy at the sight of her. I snatch her small form in my arms for a hug. She holds me back, but her arms are weak. Really, but we haven't seen each other for a decade. You look as beautiful as ever. Well, isn't that the thing with vampires? I managed to hide the hurt in my voice. We've gotta move along, hurry. I wasn't followed. We got a rental car, an inconspicuous one. It's not about Jaggerin. You should have gotten here sooner. Thali. We should have gotten here sooner, Thali. Milo's fading fast. So she's the president of this place? She doesn't really look it, right? What is she dressed for, exactly? So grief took the strength out of her hug. I feel guilty. I'm sorry, I had to wrap things up in Laos. You said he had months. It's only been weeks. Cancer decides its own schedule. Damn. Damn. Damn that cancer. Give me a minute to fetch him. You've got to do the ritual right away. What is the ritual even? You feed him some of your blood? You spit some blood in his mouth? Yeah, take it, you little bee. I mean, is that the whole ritual? What else is there? Of course. We'll find out, I guess. Huh. I feel selfish and cruel. I should have left Laos the same day I got the letter, but I had so much to do. Milo suffered because of me. That's no way to start our partnership. I look around the room and try to distract myself. It smells of that herbal tea Luca drank when she was human, and still drinks as a vampire. The blood stain is there on the couch. It shouldn't bother me, but damn, there's so little of the old fine furniture left in the world. The trees barely have a chance to grow now. They're chopped down before they have enough rings to tell a story. I took the old woods for granted hundreds of years ago. Fine furniture was just an accessory to embellish a life of luxury, but then the old wood ran out. Furniture became flimsy and ugly, a cheap commodity. It gets harder every year to bring life to the same standard I once knew. This couch... Wait a second. I'm wasting time again. What are you doing? You just said time was of the essence, and you're waxing poetic about how furniture these days just ain't like it used to be, and they cut down all my trees. What are you doing? He's dying. I forget his name, but he's dying. She kept it all these centuries because it was where I'd made her. The blood stain might be considered a fitting tribute. I realize its charm now. I know who you are. Ah, you're Strix Thalos, the oldest vampire in existence. My legs weakened below me. Luca was right. Despite her exaggerating how sick he was, this man would be the absolute perfect familiar for me. I couldn't have chosen better if I'd gone to that ancient bazaar in Ararat and browsed through 10,000 others. Slaves, mind you. He was gorgeous, blue eyes flecked with jade, and strands of shimmering gold hair framing a face of exquisite beauty. It was then that I realized his voice, strong and full of conviction. So much passion in so few words. To introduce himself this way, without fear or hesitance, he made me yearn to dominate him. Oh, and he's dead. It looks like the cancer got him while I was monologuing to myself. Yes, I'm here for you. Now the veneer cracks and the fear he'd hidden with strong words shines through. Many mortals try to be brave before me. They often falter, but no, I shouldn't want that from him. He's sick and desperate. Don't be scared, Milo. What do you... I mesmerized him. Ah! The young man froze with his dewy, red lips parted. Actually, pretty pale lips. Take a look at those. There. That's better. Sit with me. It's better this way. Let our love begin without pain or anguish, or any other trauma for him. I'd made him wait too long for me. Now I'd make it up to him. You can hear and understand me, Milo, even though you're under my power. You were terrified. I put you at ease. I'm saving your life, but I'm also claiming your future. That's the deal, and I'll make certain you don't regret agreeing to it. I pause to consider my words, but then decide to tell the truth. There's no need for subterfuge between a vampire and his familiar. Milo, the truth is, I'm lonesome. I've never managed well as a solitary vampire. I need, I crave companionship. It's always been my weakness. What I crave most of all is love, desire, passion. These things make eternity pass quicker. Love is what carried me through the eons, Milo. I know Luca explained all of this to you, and your parents. You'll love me, and love to serve me. I pause, wetting my lips in my mouth. I'm not usually so candid with someone who'd become my servant. This is an exceptional situation. I owed this man my earnestness. He made an incredible choice. Usually the person who becomes my familiar has already fallen in love with me before we decide to enter this partnership. Love is meant to be freely given and accepted. I don't like to demand it. The game is called Vampire Slave. And yet, for you, there's no time. You understand and accept this. I'll give you the gift of life and health. You're granting me your love and devotion in return. I'm going to cherish you, Milo, for all the times we're together. Ah! Not my beautiful, white, silky, blue-eyed, blonde neck. Alright, you can... Ooh, look at the ripped jeans. I'll treasure you. His blood tastes sweet, pure, and delicious. I have to force myself to break away after enjoying a small amount of him. I crave so much more, but now it's my turn to give. I use my nail to break the flesh of my fingertip. Here, drink, Milo. Drink, and belong to me. As he eagerly gulps the blood from my finger, a vague memory fights to ascend in my consciousness. It's hard for it to breach the ecstasy coursing through me. My familiar, my beautiful familiar. We are joined now. I'm linked to someone once more, and it feels wondrous. A tender rapport, not quite lovely yet on my end, but strong, familial, and burgeoning with warmth. I'm no longer alone. The thought that hadn't quite surfaced in my mind strikes me now. Alright, I just got a phone call, you may have heard it, but let me continue. I don't know if I read this line. The thought that hadn't quite surfaced in my mind strikes me now. Why wasn't his essence soured by the... What? Why'd the music stop like that? What are you doing? A shock of electricity runs down my spine, curdling the blood in my stomach. Luca.
Do you know who that is? It's Milo.
Wait, it's Milo.
That's not Milo. Milo's dead.
My mind races.
He coded. The doctors were in there with him trying to bring him back. I begged them to bring him back. But he's gone. He's dead. He's dead, Thalos. He couldn't be saved.
What? So, we just saw this random kid in here. We were like, okay, let's just get at it. Where did Luca go? As soon as she let us into this room, was she just like, okay, I have to go take a little girl's crap. It's just gonna be a couple minutes. Like, seriously. Did she say something? I forgot. I thought you sent him to me.
How could I send him? He couldn't walk. I was going to wheel him in.
Then who is...
That's Dusty Hallbrook.
Hallbrook? As in Deborah Hallbrook?
That's her son.
For a moment, it's as though she spoke in an alien language. The words refused to permeate my brain.
For God's sakes, tell me you didn't bite him.
You know exactly what I looked like when you came into this room. You saw the CG. This has to be a dream, a nightmare. None of this can be real. I stammer. I did.
Tell me you didn't.
I did the ritual.
No, you didn't. You can't have. Undo it.
Luca, you know there's no way to undo it. Why is the son of the leader of the Jagerin in our...
Because he's an effing student here. Do the leaders of vampire execution units typically send their firstborn children to an academy run by vampires to learn? I'm not sure, but maybe they'll explain it. He can't be. I told you they had spies. I was going to tell you about Dusty after we got Milo sorted out.
Okay, so he's a spy. No, Luca. That doesn't make any sense. He can't be.
Shut up. It doesn't make sense. We're one of the most prestigious universities in the country. Debbie knew we'd not only accept her son, we'd give him a full effing scholarship just to kiss her booty.
This is insanity.
I was glad he enrolled. His being here meant it was less likely for them to raid the effing place. It was a win-win.
I continue reeling. My mind needs to catch up to the facts. Win-win?
Free Ivy League college for that B's son. Free pass for us to keep existing. You weren't supposed to F with him. I said Milo was half dead. Why did you think this was...
I thought you exaggerated. I just assumed you were full of crap. I assume everyone's full of crap. For God's sakes, I'm the oldest vampire in the world.
F you effing idiots!
These are the harshest words she's ever said to me. But they're justified. For a moment I remember the quiet library. Our voices had to be ringing through the shelves. You said he had blonde hair and blue eyes and was perfect for me. This man is perfect for me.
Didn't you taste his blood? Didn't you wonder why it didn't taste like cancer?
I got caught in the moment.
Oh God, no, this can't be happening. You killed us all, Thalos. For F's sake, what's wrong with him?
I put him in a trance. She begins to sob. I feel as though my guts are wrung out like a sodden t-shirt. How many of the vampire staff were on campus? Would all of them be destroyed? I would just run. I won't be destroyed. I'll just retire to one of my many vacation homes throughout the globe. They won't find me. But all the poor, working-class serf vampires, they should be worried.
We need to evacuate.
It's still daylight, is it? The heck? Are those windows painted on?
We need to hide.
As if on cue, I hear the stomping of boots up the library stairs. Of course. Dusty must have called them the moment he saw me. Under any other circumstances, I'd transform into the mist and drift into the ventilation system. I'd say, bye, bees. I'm out of here. A far more sickening alternative unfolds in my mind. I'll surrender and take full responsibility.
They'll kill you.
They don't know how to kill me. Open this door. It's unlocked. Just twist the knob. You damn fools. Hello. It's been so long since I suffered a Jagerin raid that I forgot the procedure. They brandish state crossbows and throw fistfuls of rosaries at us, forcing me to turn into mist after all.
Aye.
A soldier clad in green fatigues puts a heavy silver crucifix around Luca's neck. Her flesh sizzles where the cross touches her. I cringe in my misted form. She can't turn into a bat now. There's no escape. Had I doomed her? Had I doomed the whole university?
Yeah.
Dusty! Dusty! What the F did you do to my son? Luca holds the chain of the crucifix gingerly to keep it from touching her skin. She drops to her knees and begs. Tears of blood stream down her cheeks.
It was a mistake. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please have mercy on us. We'd never.
Good Lord! What's wrong with him, you dumb C? She didn't do it. It was me. My disembodied voice echoes strangely. I put him in a trance. If you'll stop throwing rosaries a moment, I'll return to solid form and break my hold over him. Oh, if it were only that simple. She glowers at my vapor and then tips her nose to the men in fatigues. Fall back to the landing. The foot soldiers go, closing the door behind them. That leaves Deborah Dalton and Harrison. I know Deborah trusts Dalton. He's rumored to be Dusty's father. Deborah really gets around, so we don't really know. I return to my corporeal form and release Dusty. Mom. Seeing a maternal Deborah comforting her child is surreal. I've only known the woman as a vicious hunter whose cackling laugh rings loud as she dispatches vampires. Are you okay, baby? What happened? What did he...
He bit me.
Jesus Christ. Luca and I both grimace at the painful name. I struggle to keep my composure. Luca, meanwhile, looks to be in the throes of a panic attack. Things are astronomically more dangerous for her than for me. My urge is to stand between her and stake crossbows, but any provocative act could hasten her death. Did you do an effing blood ritual on my boy? She put it together so fast, I have to start talking just as fast before she decides to murder Luca in a fit of rage. It was a mistake. I came here to... You're damn right it was. Take a sick student as my familiar, to save his life. You effing... Luca left to fetch him and Dusty walked in here to confront me. I thought he was the sick student. Idiot! You think I buy that for one effing...
It's true. It's true. I swear. Milo Blake was a sick student and he's dead. He died right after Thalos got here. Thalos was too late. He's in the clinic with his parents now. You can see for your...
Shut it! I feel weird. You fix this, vampire. Fix it right now, or this bee and every single bloodsucker in this college gets exterminated. I seal my mouth, shut tight since my lips have been trembling. Luca holds herself while sobbing on the floor, but as for me, I found a strange moment of calm. Alright, let me cast the reversal spell on him. Luca quiets and lifts her head towards me. It's utter bullcrap, but what else could I do? I shrug my shoulders and tell her to get on with the exterminating, because there's no way to undo this. I need to touch his neck. Get on with it. Familiar, be my servant no longer. I revoke the power of my blood and the seal of our ritual. I touch his neck and erase the bite mark. Healing mortals has always been one of my powers. Well, he's not a mortal anymore. You are free. You okay, baby? I lift Luca to her feet to make our escape while they're distracted. It'll be obvious to Dusty that he's still under my power. All I did was buy a little... Yeah, I'm better now. Time? What? For a moment I think I've discovered a new power, but then I snap out of it. No, I sense the sacred connection. I have with my familiar a potent links. A potent link... a potent link still unites us as master and servant. Thank God for small favors. There's going to be a reckoning for this, vampires. You effed with the wrong kid.
Deborah, please, it was a mistake. You know we'd never...
Shut the F up. I'm busy calculating how many of you to kill over for this. Don't kill them while I'm still attending here. You have any idea how awkward that would be?
Yes, you know how it is with kids these days. They don't want to be awkward. You think of the children, please.
You're not staying enrolled here.
Mom.
He's only got 1 semester left, Deb. Just let him stay where he almost got turned into a vampire. What's the big deal?
Just find them or something.
Yeah, how about a graduation gift? Say 100,000.
My life is worth that much to you, Mom?
That hardly makes up for... Luca purses her lips. I'm about to remind her of a fortune, and we'd be lucky if they only...
I agree. A 100,000 award to Dusty for scholarly excellence, paid upon his graduation.
My head is spinning. Had we really escaped our doom? How was any of this even possible? 250,000.
Nice.
And I want to see this other kid who supposedly died.
250,000, got it. And you want to see Milo? Yes, ma'am, right away, no trouble at...
Surrender, Thalos. Harrison, put the cross on him. I rear from the brigadier, causing a scowl to germinate on Luca's face. I don't begrudge her for this. Yes, they'll torture me, but she just bought the lives of the whole faculty for 250,000. May I have a week to settle some affairs? No. Then I must insist, Deborah. I can't let you take me now. Give me a week and then I'll surrender. We don't have to give you crap. You come now or this bee gets it.
Mom, let me graduate first.
This isn't the locale for a full onslaught, Debbie. Too much collateral. We may not get another chance. No, Dow's right. We're going to be busy with the operation. Too busy with the operation to deal with him right away. Surrender in 1 week, Strix. You don't show, one of your faculty gets dusted. Another week passes, another pile of dust.
You can't wait until May?
Come on.
Alright, guys. Well, I think I understand who's going to turn into the slave, and it's not vampire slave, it's vampire slave. I guess I just sort of assumed, even though grammatically that wasn't what it was saying. Maybe I just thought it meant a slave of vampires. A vampire slave. He who is slave to vampires. Whatever. That's where I'm going to end this episode. Did I mention that this game is available right now to play? The chapter 1 is free, and I believe you have to buy the additional chapters after that. I'm not sure if they're released yet. I will let you know in the next episode, because I decided to sort of record this on a whim. But, so I didn't read too much on it. So, I'll let you know more on the next episode, but you can play the first chapter now for sure for free. And the link is in the description. See you next time. Bye, guys.